When I tell you that I'm excited that Hit the Floor is back, this is season 4, episode 1, Slay. This show is now on BET. For all of you that are like, it's back, but where? It's on BET now. BET picked it up and it took a year for it to come back, but it's back in full effect. And just to give you a recap, Asha and Derek, they got married. Sloan was the one that actually shot Helena. And so then the deal was that Selena took over and ran the entire Devil's Arena, the organization. Oscar Kincaid, he's gone. Oh, there's just so much. Sloan was co-running it. There was a lot. Yelena. Oh, Yelena. I'm just glad that she's back. And apparently Asha's character, Sloan's character, and Zero's character, you know, the white basketball player that was Jude's boyfriend, supposed to be fiance. There's a lot going on. He's gone. So all those people are gone. So now you're caught up. Let's jump right into it. It starts off with tryouts because guess who's in charge now? Kyle. Kyle is the one running the actual Devil Girls team. And I'm happy for Kyle. It's her time. This is what she deserves. Elena, she's still temporarily housing Miguel, and that period is going to end soon, so they have to make a decision on if he's going to stay with her or go into foster care. She seems to be doing a good job. He seems to be happy. She wants kids so bad, and this is her perfect opportunity. She doesn't have to raise a baby from scratch. Great. Now, Kyle meets this new girl, and I said, okay, she's supposed to be an Asha replacement. I see it. Red hair, light skin. Let's go. Pete, he's still doing what he needs to do as a coach. There's a lot going on with, again, Asha and Sloan, so they're not in town right now. Elena and Jude are going over the fact that they need to go and revitalize the team. I mean, revitalize the brand. There's this new guy here who you can tell that he's new to the league, new money. Pete gives him a chance, like, okay, you're already on the team, so go. And why are you getting dressed here? Whatever, fine. That's when Kyle, she realizes, okay, I have most of the team in my mind set, but I need an X factor. That's where our girl Tiana Taylor's character comes in. Apparently, she slept with the pastor of a mega church, and she was the one that took most of the heat. The pastor took some of the heat as well, but she took a lot of the heat, and she doesn't want to be back in the public eye because of that. But Kyle says, shame is overrated. Shame is overrated. Life is worth living. And, you know, screw whoever feels like, oh, they're going to shame you. Elena goes and she realizes that, a little birdie told me that someone was back in town. That someone back in town is Derek. Remember, Derek got that huge deal in Miami, and he took Asha down there with him because Asha also was able to run the team down there. Now, we don't know why Derek is back in town, but apparently Derek screwed up in Miami and he got into a lot of trouble. He started doing drugs again. He started drinking again, acting wild. And Yelena's trying to figure out why. She's trying to figure out why, what happened, and that Asha's going to find out sooner or later that, well, Pete's going to find out sooner or later. Everyone's going to find out sooner or later that he's back in town. I didn't realize Tank was going to be on the show. Tank is a head honcho there with the team, with the organization, and he's there to... Actually, there's a new character, which threw me off.
Joe Wharton.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Your resume is better.
Yeah, who cares about that? Apparently, Olivia had a daughter.
Is that true?
Eve Vincent. I'm Olivia and Chase's daughter.
Now, that was a mess. So apparently this new woman named Eve, she's Olivia and Chase's daughter. No one knew that they had a daughter. She said that the lifestyle here wasn't good. Well, actually, this is her initially trying to get an interview. And so that alone will give her some favor here. Jude again is talking with Yelena for a second, and
For swinging us airtime to debut the new Devil Girls.
then I forgot her name.
It's gonna be Pete.
Pete's. So Pete's ex stepmom, technically. No. Pete's ex-wife and Jude's ex stepmom, because she got a divorce from Jude's father, which was great because he was trash. Oscar Kincaid was trash. Anyway.
So giving you this on-site broadcast, Pete.
The big thing is that Jude hasn't recovered from the fact that Zero wanted to go and do his own thing instead of be married to him. And so she's going to go take him out at night in the town. Nice, cool enough, great. We're seeing more of the new girls try out. And Tiana is the last person, and she does the dang thing. As of course she did. What else would we expect? And I saw Ashley, which is, I think, Beyonce's head choreographer. Was on the show. The new redhead, she's trying to feel out Tiana's character, see if she's really gonna stay. Because I'm sure she sized herself up compared to everyone else and said, okay, my main competition would be this one, so I'm gonna get in her head. Pete decides that he finds out that Derek's back in town. He's berating Derek like, you're supposed to fight for my daughter. You're supposed to fight for the marriage. How dare you come here? How dare you not be there with her? Derek says, hold up, because Pete says, it's something you must have done. You should just apologize and be a man about it. Derek looked at him and said, your daughter got pregnant, and I thought he was going to say by another man. I was just ready for that. But he said, no, your daughter got pregnant and decided to act more like her mother than I will realize. And she got an abortion. She got rid of the child. She didn't let me know because she cared more about her career than the whole family unit. And I said, I'll do it. And as soon as that was said, Pete had to leave because it was like flashbacks. Like, really? Yelena comes and sees Tiana there looking over there like, why is she here? You need to get rid of her. She is a liability. Kyle says, oh yeah, I'll go and do that. Kyle isn't going to do that. Now Jude's talking to his ex-stepmom, and he's just wallowing, and it's tiring. She said, you need to get laid. You need to get laid, and you're actually depressing me. You're actually depressing me. You better go and get you some before the night is up, or else I'm fighting you. I'm single. I'm happy. I'm living my best life. Apparently, the new guy, new money man, he had a brother that was in the league. Hold on. And, they're being a little shady to him. So I'm a little confused because apparently something happened with his brother. I don't know if his brother died young or if he got into an accident. But as we know, there's going to be more to this new guy that meets the eye. I already told you that Sloan told Jude he needs to get him some. He decided to dip out. Then the players realize, let's play with the newbie. They got a bunch of drinks, got a bunch of bottles, and the bill was ridiculous. This girl sitting at the bar, who I thought she was a prostitute. Because next thing you know, they had sex. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, she knows he's a new prospect. He's new money. And so I thought that she was going to scam him. Little did I realize, and we'll hold on to that. Well, Jude's just getting a couple of things from that's not a bodega. That place is huge. It's not even a corner store. From like a little local store, we see this new dude. And if you watch The Haves and the Have-Nots, the actor plays Landon. Oh, it gets on my nerves. But this guy had a gun. He looked like a teen. It looked like a joke. Landon didn't take him that seriously. He was actually trying to distract him so that Jude could go and tussle him. So then Jude goes and tussles him, but shoots him in the process. The guy even said, I wasn't planning on shooting anyone. So then Jude felt bad, took the guy back to his house. I said, you really didn't have to go and do that. And so then, of course, they had sex. They made out and they had sex. And I said, look at BET show some homosexual stuff. That's interesting. BET? Okay. All right. Now, Pete has a conversation with Eve, and Eve lets me know who her parents were and why her parents wanted to make sure that she was nowhere near this place. But she knew that there was such a legacy here, so she wanted to continue that. She ordered a drink for herself and Pete, and Pete said, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't drink." She goes and leaves after, because she also brought up Asha and that, oh, you know, you must be. It's a similar situation where your daughter just recently came back in your life, or you found out that she was your daughter recently. Now, he just heard that his daughter went into the same stuff that the mom did. So he's over it. He took that drink and he took her drink and drank both of them. I said, that's a setup. You can't tell me she didn't know who he is. See, this is the mess I don't like. Next thing we knew, Rookie, that's what I'm going to call him this season. Rookie decides, he wakes up, the woman's leaving, and she left him a check for $20,000. I said, wait a minute now. She left him a check? And she said, you know, I saw the look on your face when those guys, you know, left you with that bill. So I wanted to help you out. And I know that this is a thing where people will pay, especially athletes, because they're built and all that, and just polarizing to sleep with them, to sleep with their wives, to sleep with their husbands. You know, so it looks like he's going to be a little prostitute on the side. I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Kyle is saying to the people that come back. So Redhead comes back. Tiana, she came back later. And Tiana's crying because she just realized that she blew her opportunity. She didn't want to be in the forefront, but she didn't realize until now that this is what she really wants. Kyle said, you're number 14. I already knew that you were meant to be. I just need you to go make sure that you felt like you were ready and meant to be. So they're doing their first dance, which is televised. The thing about this is, the first dance, I felt like this was a warm-up. I felt like this was definitely a warm-up compared to what I've seen them do. I know they're going to bring it the rest of the season. You know, I mean, there's nothing more interesting than watching women dancing. I mean, it's one of the most interesting. Dancing good. I had to put that out there, because. Now, Kyle has to go in and Yelena and say, because Yelena said, I thought I told you to get rid of her, to fire her. She can't go. Why is she on TV? This is my team. I'm in charge of this, not you. Yelena said, oh, okay. Kyle said, wait, you're not gonna, really? It's not easy? And I'm doing 2 jobs. I want double the salary and the full official title. Yelena said, done. Kyle still looked like, wait a minute, what? But that's when Yelena said, and if this blows up in your face, if this blows up, period, it's going to be your responsibility. Your job's on the line. Just remember that. I said, that's the caveat. That's how that works. You want all the responsibility and the perks of doing all the work. Then you have to also be accountable. Now, Yelena has a talk with Miguel and says, it's been almost a year. And I really do want you to stay with me, but I want you to be your happiest. So if that's with me, great. If that's somewhere else, I'll understand. And Miguel essentially said, yeah, what? I'm like, this is lit. What are you talking? I'm not going anywhere. So that's nice. I'm happy. I'm happy for Yelena. I'm happy. I'm really happy for her. Derek was asked to go to the morgue and said, oh, no. They killed off Pete's character before the episode even ended. They killed him because he blew a 2 point something ridiculous off the hook for someone who doesn't drink, or for some, heck, even for someone who drinks while driving. So he's dead, and I said it's a setup. She did that on purpose. You couldn't tell me that she didn't do that on purpose. And now I'm hoping that will help Derek get his stuff together. So now they're doing the announcements because he's dead. He's a public figure, and they're going to have to regroup. The organization's going to have to regroup. Yelena said she'll take care of just handling everything. A couple of people are distraught. Derek was there. So that's when Yelena reaches out to Derek and say, hey, you need to get yourself together. I understand you can't, this dang fly or gnat. You can't go back to Miami, but I'm going to offer you something. Why don't you come back here to the Devils? Come back here to the Devils and rebuild yourself, because you can only find yourself again here. I said, Lord, the only way he can really find himself is if he has a good woman by his side. We know that's just how some people are. Jude's walking, and then he sees old dude that he did hit and quit it with and shot at by accident. And apparently he works for the what do you call it? He's an interviewer, media guy, a reporter. And so Jude had a look of, oh Lord, here we go. Tiana has to deal with this new redhead who is essentially like, look, I'm no pushover. Tiana said, neither am I. Said, why are you starting problems for yourself? Derek, he is coming back to the team, so that's great. I'm sure now everyone's going to feel that way about him. And Miss Vincent, she's by her mother's grave and said, look, no one was there for you when you died. Very few people were there when Pop died. Oh, and she called out Yelena. She said, well, at least this time you didn't laugh at someone's funeral. So that's when I knew this was a setup for sure. And she did this monologue of, I'm going to take each and every one of them down. Pete was just the beginning. Pete was just the beginning. Everyone is going to be implicated and taken down. So we'll see how that happens. I'm in. I hope you are too. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Get this dumb gnat out of here.